I'm here where endless meets the end. Do you see me? I'm hidden here again. Your whispers found its way, calling me to stay. I'm standing at the edge, but something always brings me back. All the voices in my head reminding me of what I have. If I fall tonight, you can bring me back to life. If I fall tonight, you can be my saving light. You can be my saving You can be my saving light. You can be my saving light.
Kicks again.
K. K.
Kicks again.
K. K.
Kicks again. Kicks again.
K. K.
Kicks again.
K. K.
Kicks again.
K. K.
Kicks again.
K. K.
Kicks again.
is burning. The clouds red with twisted fire. Lightning moving across them. And they descended upon everything. Like a furious battle between God and Satan, good and evil. Like a fire vortex.
Hello, hello, everybody out there in Twitchland and in chat. I am Joe, aka Phantom Meeple. As always, glad to see everybody on this wonderful Friday. Yay, we made it to Friday. It's been a heck of a week, but I am glad it's over. I'm glad it's the weekend. Chance to unwind a little bit. Can't really complain too much. Hello to Abby and Carrie, my wonderful mods, as always, out there in chat. Hello to anybody else out there lurking. Let's go ahead and jump right into the game, and let's continue this crazy adventure, shall we? Alright, so when we last left off last week, we had finished investigating Professor Tillinghast's office and her
Albert
classroom.
Hatcher is the only one who saw how my body left the cemetery. And whatever it was broke his sanity. Questioning a madman might not be easy, but it's the only lead you have.
Alright, so before I was rudely interrupted by Professor Tillinghast, we just got done investigating Miskatonic University. We found some stuff in her office and in the library of what she was investigating as far as this cultist group. And now we are going to talk to this gravekeeper at the cemetery, the last person to see Professor Tillinghast's body, and what in the world is going on? Like, I'm kind of clueless, and I'm curious to find out. All right, so we've only got let's see, we can only take 2 investigators, and I know in the last investigation, Jenny was inflicted with algophobia because she had completely lost her sanity. So might want to keep her in the office and let her rest off that trauma. So I think it might just be up to Agatha and Roland this this time around. So we're gonna go with that. All right, come on. All right, now to take some supplies. Bandages, as always, are good. Roland is definitely going to need his gun, which needs to be reloaded. Oh, but I have no bullets to reload with. So I might actually have to give him a backup weapon, which I didn't even think about. Let's see. Ooh, a healing bonus. I think we're gonna have Agatha be our healer this time around. We'll give her a handful of bandages. We'll give Roland some bandages. As much as I liked that pipe wrench, I didn't like that it cost 4 action points. So I think we're gonna give Agatha a knife this time around. And I think Roland is going to use a wrench as his backup, just in case I can't find any bullets. And I think I kind of want to save that pocket watch, because as nice as a Mythos clock reset would be, I don't necessarily want to waste it. So I think this loadout will be good. Let's go ahead and launch a scenario and see where things take us. Good evening, DM Deshane. Welcome in. Hope you are wonderful on this Friday. How are you doing? Hopefully things are well with you and yours.
What happened to this poor fellow Albert Hatcher?
Wow, completely
What
lost
did he
his
see
mind.
to make him lose his mind utterly. Surely losing
Yes, Abby, I
the
thought
horse would
having Doc
black
next to
mark
me
on
would
his
be
record.
appropriate for the game subject
much
matter,
worse
so I
must
figured
have
I'd put him
You
front and
must
center
question the man
along
at
with me.
Arkham Asylum.
I figure a Plague Doctor
That
would
place
go
has
well
a
with the
sinister
H.P. Lovecraft theme.
reputation. The longer he remains there, the less chance his mind will ever recover.
No, let's see, not too bad. Don't know if I can watch this, though. I will spoil it.
Fate I can imagine.
No worries.
Hopefully it isn't infectious.
I'm not too worried about spoilers. If it happens, big deal. If not, hey.
I can't imagine a gloomier place than this asylum.
Oh, now we're at Arkham Asylum. Okay. Let's see, I only finished the first 2 chapters. Yeah, so did I. I finished the first one where you investigated Professor Tillinghast's house, and then the second with Miskatonic University. This is actually the 3rd chapter. So this might actually be spoilerish for you if you keep watching. Alright, so let's go ahead and look around. Let's go ahead and check out the map of the asylum. On the billboard, a map of the asylum indicates a men's wing to the right, a woman's to the left. Each floor compromises a different ward, isolation on the first, recreation on the second, then the floors for varying severity of illness. At the top are the doctor's offices, and in the basement is a boiler room. A note on the map indicates the boiler is out of order.
Here's a map of the asylum. Let's see where everything is.
First floor isolation ward, second floor recreation. The floors
Really?
are
Do they
probably
have
divided
to
by
repeat
different types of
that?
illness. The doctor's offices are at the top.
Look at this note taped to the basement. There's a broken boiler down there.
Yeah, which means it's cold. And if it's Massachusetts winter in the 1920s, it's probably ridiculously cold. All right, we got some stuff sitting on a bench here. Let's take a look. The newspaper article, an article in the Arkham Advertiser. Black Magic in Arkham by Rex Murphy. A local woman, Mrs. R, claims her neighbor uses a voodoo in dispute over cat's use of a flower bed as a litter box. Soon after the argument over a common parcel of land between their houses reached a window-rattling crescendo, according to witnesses, the neighbor in question threatened to buy a voodoo doll to secure his revenge. That's a little petty, don't you think? Well, I'm going to go. Good luck to you. Enjoy. No worries, DM. I appreciate you stopping by, and take care. Alright, soon after, Mrs. R reported experiencing piercing back pain preventing her from working in the flower garden she had planted between the houses. While some might dismiss the malady as the result of gardening labor or mere coincidence, this reporter, having seen the pin-like marks on Mrs. R's back, believes there's more than meets the eye to this breaking story. Rest assured, the advertiser will follow this story wherever it leads. That's super petty. Imagine getting a voodoo doll to wreak revenge on your neighbor. Like, really? Alright, the asylum entrance. Here's the main entrance to Arkham Asylum. Before leaving, you should conclude your investigation here. Hey, I look at everything, because you never know what you're going to find. Or not find, for that matter. Alright, looks like we got... I don't know if this is a bunch of... Looks like a bunch of bookcases, or maybe some kind of filing cabinet. Let's see. The file cabinet doesn't appear locked, but the door won't open. It must be jammed. Alright, neither one of them had the physical attribute, so... Do I shake it, do I pull it, or I force the lock? And I'm usually bad at making these choices, because I'm probably going to wind up running the clock. Let's go with a good pull. Wow, lucky guess! And we get us some bullets. Good. Considering Roland only has 2. So, let me go ahead and reload Roland's gun now that I've got some extra bullets. So, hooray for that. Oh, we got some bloodstains on the floor. We got a door leading out. Got another bookshelf, and I guess that's a guard or the night watchman just cowering for some weird reason. Let's go ahead and check out this blood. Blood with glass shards. Shards of glass glitter in a pool of fresh blood. It appears someone shot through the door's window. Ooh, interesting. I think we'll talk to the guard last. Let's go ahead and take a look at this paperwork on the desk. A number of file folders lie on the table. Perhaps what you seek is in one of them. Neither one has search, which is very surprising. You think Roland, being an FBI agent, would have search? That just makes no sense. Let's see. Let's go ahead and analyze. Once again, the right choice. 2 for 2. Inside one folder, you find a note reading. Update. A. Hatcher's file indicated his transfer to the isolation ward. M. In another, you find a telegram dated yesterday. Heard of your patient Hatcher. Stop. We are studying recent infectious outbreak in New Orleans. Stop. Hatcher shows similar symptoms. Stop. Request you transfer Hatcher to us. Ooh, so maybe Hatcher didn't go crazy just by seeing something. Perhaps he has some kind of disease, or maybe the disease is a red herring for the fact that he went crazy for seeing something he shouldn't have.
It seems
Let's see
Albert
what happens.
Hatcher has been moved to the isolation ward.
He was moved because of violent behavior. Perhaps it's best he remains in the asylum.
You would think so.
Don't forget this telegram. According to the sender, others have shown symptoms like his.
Go ahead and grab a quick drink here. Choosing to hydrate with some Sneak today, considering I felt kind of sleepy all day, and I didn't really have any coffee in the morning.
We should investigate. This problem goes beyond a single mad gravekeeper.
Well, obviously, but the Gravekeeper's your only lead. I mean, considering Professor Tillinghast is kind of dead. Alright, let's check out this bookshelf. Here's a bookcase in need of a tidy. After moving some books and objects, you notice something useful. Ooh, bromo caffeine. Yeah, let's take some of that with us. Let's go ahead and give it to Agatha. And finally, night watchman, guard, attendant. I mean, don't know what he is, but I guess we're about to find out. Ooh, a frightened guard. The guard babbles something about recent clamor. Most of what he says makes no sense, but you catch something about a gunshot and a broken window. Alright, well, I mean, Roland had to pay a sanity point for it, but you know what? He gets a gun out of it. So, now he's got 2 guns. I guess the extra bullets will help. I wish I could just take the bullets and not the gun. That'd be nice. You know, I wonder if I can empty the gun. Let me see. No, I guess not. Alright, let's check this door and go on. Alright, so in the next room, looks like we got some water leakage.
Something's wrong here. It feels like my ears want to pop.
Oh, great time for a cutscene.
You're right. I felt pressure in my head since we walked in the door.
Ooh, Roland, you are not doing too well sanity-wise. Alright, so it looks like this sink had a bit of a leak. We got a file on the bench. Got a door leading somewhere. Got some lockers. And I think that's about all we can look at in here. This door doesn't seem to have anything on it. So let's go ahead and check out this locker first over here. Ooh, we've got bandages. So it looks like Roland is going to get an extra bandage. Alright, next up is this file folder here on the bench. Let's take a look at that. Alright, a file. A patient's file reads, name, O'Banion Danny. Arrested during speakeasy raid. Despite witness identification, denied being Danny O'Banion. Initial assessment was determined patient believed he was telling the truth. Note, assigned to isolation ward since a gang leader could unduly influence other inmates. Alright. Sure that has something to do with the investigation. Alright, but now we've got two doors. So this door looks like it leads to some combat, because it's got the glowing redness underneath the threshold. And if I were a betting man, this door is going to wind up being locked. A door. Arkham Asylum has separate wings for men and women. This door leads to the women's wing. You won't find your suspect there. Alright, so it's not that the door is locked, it's we can't even go. So, alright. Moving across the hall and more cultists, monsters. Let's see what awaits us.
What's wrong with these inmates?
Oh, worse. We have asylum inmates.
There's something wronger than usual about these patients.
Yeah, they don't look happy to see us and they want to fight.
They're acting like wild animals.
Be careful what you say. That one heard you. I don't think he liked what you said.
Wait, how are they hearing Professor Tillinghast?
Neither did his friends. They're coming straight at us.
Okay, so apparently they can hear the thoughts of the dead? Alright, so starting out with Roland. What are we going to have Roland do? Let's go ahead and move him over here. Just to the tail end of using 3 movement points. And then with his gun, we are going to fire at the strongest one, I think. So the front 2 are at 14, the back one is at 16, so let's go ahead and shoot the back patient. And then with Agatha, let's go ahead and equip the knife. Let's see, can we move her up so she can stab? No. So we're going to put her on the other side here. And then we'll overwatch a little bit in Roland's direction, maybe if they come by. And apparently that was the good move, because he was going to go for Agatha, and we got a critical with the knife. Oh, now Roland is stunned. That's not good. Alright, so let's put Agatha in between these two. Actually, not completely between the two, because I don't want to use exactly 2 movement points, just enough to get in between the two. Or actually, I don't want to use 1 movement point. Yep, maybe I don't want to do that then. So I want to be able to have her keep her overwatch. So you know what? We're not going to move her. We're going to stab at the enemy in front of us. And then resume the overwatch going to the right. Alright, come on, don't fall over you. There we go. With Roland being stabbed, that did not help very much. But at least if we shoot this patient across, they should go down. Oh, unbelievable. 1 point left. But at least we can keep an eye on both. Agatha can finish off this patient. Yes, Doc is cuddling me, and the kitty also behind my head. Wow, I'm surprised I didn't get to return fire with that. Alright, so we're going to move. Just so that patient has to actually make an effort to walk. And then we're going to put Agatha just to the side. And then we'll have her stab. Man, that was a strong punch. Alright, what's our mythos effect? Alright, you feel the awful gaze of the great old ones on you. Despair gnaws at your remaining sanity. Increases chances of failing your next sanity check until the next scenario. Lovely. Alright, so I think we're going to change off the gun, change to fists, walk up right behind this dude, and give him what's for. Doc is so cute. Oh, I'm glad you think he's cute. Abby picked him out the other day when we went out shopping to one of our favorite game stores, Mock's Boarding House in Bellevue. And they had him there, and she picked him up and took him home.
What's all this clamor? Did you attack that patient?
Well, number one, who are you?
We were just defending ourselves. They attacked us.
Oh, yes, he's definitely a squishable.
They weren't acting normal. I mean, they were all acting the same kind of abnormal. Almost like they weren't in control of their actions.
Oh, I think they were in control of their actions, all right. They did not seem happy.
While perhaps too simple for medical use, your diagnosis seems correct. I must concur. This is not the sort of behavior we've come to expect from these patients.
Are you
No,
one of the asylum
they're all
doctors?
possessed, maybe.
My name is Carolyn Fern. While I have admitting privileges, no, I am not on staff.
Then what are you doing here?
What's going on here?
I know little more than you. When I arrived to see Dr. Mintz, I noticed a strange pattern of behavior among the inmates.
Oh, I didn't realize that was the brand. Silly me. I didn't know any better. Oh yeah, sure enough, the brand is squishable. Huh, out of Soho. Cool. I didn't realize they were a New York City company.
At first they appeared timid, but soon even the meekest among them grew agitated, aggressive. The center of the activity is in the isolation ward.
So I'm guessing we need to go to the isolation ward and figure out where all of this this wild activity's coming from.
Speaking of which, what are you doing here?
We're friends of Professor Wilhelmina Tillinghast, whose body was stolen the night Albert Hatcher had his breakdown. We want to ask Hatcher a few questions.
Yeah, if he's even in the mood to talk.
I doubt he'll be coherent, but perhaps I can help. Besides, I want to understand the cause of this disturbance among the patients. Just promise me you'll be gentle with them.
Well, as long as you don't try to punch me in the face, sure. Why not?
We could certainly use your help. And there's safety in numbers.
Let us hope that this new addition to your group will help discover what happened to the Gravekeeper, as well as to these poor
$21 on their website. Yeah, I mean, I didn't even think you paid for that for Doc that much, even at Mox. All right, so we got a new investigator, Carolyn Fern. So what's she got? Strong initiative, average melee, average range, and weak magic. And she has the search stat, so that works out. All right, so I think we should equip her. So we're going to reload Roland's gun. I think we're going to give We'll give Carolyn the wrench so she can defend herself. And also, I think Agatha's going to use a bandage because she definitely took a beating during that last battle. And Roland, you too. You're gonna patch yourself up as well. All right, there we go. Right as rain. So let's see. Carolyn comes with a bunch of bandages. Oh, and an epinephrine, so we can res somebody should they get knocked out. Let's see. Abby, want to help me hunt the Amazon delivery guy? I'm a day late for my piece. Oh, that's lame. And the dummy marked it as delivered. Oh, that's the worst. Amazon delivery drivers say they drop something off and it's actually not there. That's happened to us so many times. Like, I can't imagine how many times something was marked as delivered. I think it's happened to us once or twice. And it either showed up like the next day or Amazon just wound up reshipping. Alright, so we've got a cabinet. There are so many supplies in this steel cabinet, only a careful search can determine whether there's something of interest inside. And Carolyn says, I must look through this carefully. So let's go ahead and look through. Inside, you spot what might be something useful. We found some cigarettes. I think we're going to have Roland take a smoke, because he is definitely hurting on the sanity meter. And definitely worth the 1 damage that he took for smoking. So let's see what else. Anything else back here to look at? Looks like we got some linens or something. Oh, and a sanity check. Good thing I used the cigarette just to, lose another sanity. Alright, a table littered with bloody gauze and pools of unidentified body fluids. This operating table would give a health inspector a heart attack. Among the dirty operating tools scattered across its surface, you spot something useful. You have found a new item, Radithor. Some might call it quackery, but others swear by the cure-all Radithor. Removes a random condition. Okay. I'll let Caroline hold on to that. I really hope these sanity checks are few and far between, because I definitely don't want to lose any more. Alright, a window. A plate and cutlery lie on the windowsill, the tableau forming a wistful scene. Whoever dined here must have gazed longingly outside. Something seems wrong with this picture. And according to Caroline, this stuff needs moving around if I'm going to find anything. So let's move things around. A piece of paper glued to the bottom of the plate reads 112. Alright, I wonder if that's going to be useful later. We got a door back here. Let's not go to the door yet. Let me see if there's anything else that I missed that I haven't really looked at. There's a couple more doors. Let's check these doors first. Alright, seems we are inside an office now with some more things to search. Let's look through these papers. The journal reads, patient remains insistent he is not Danny O'Banion, despite what witness and police identification. His manner and personality do seem at odds with the reputation of the notorious gang leader. Sometimes I almost believe him. I have a feeling we're going to be coming across this Danny O'Banion, or, this person who claims he's not Danny O'Banion. Let's see. A closed safe with the 3-numbered dial lock. Entering another number, you feel no reassuring click. You got it wrong. Alright, apparently we don't have the combination of the safe, so we might have to come back. Oh, we got a bookshelf with a pocket watch. Yeah, we'll take that with us. Nope, don't want to use it. So I definitely don't need another Mythos event. Alright, like so many old tomes, this one has a lock securing its pages. Well, I've been right so far without no advice. Let's force it open. And that was wrong. Ooh, 5 bandages. Oh, no shortage of bandages. So that's nice. Max out Agatha. And I think we will also max out Carolyn. No shortage of bandages. Not like the last chapter where they had those dirty bandages, which would also potentially affect sanity. Yeah, those were no bueno. Alright, a note. The note reads, a young man visited to inquire about his missing father, Shane O'Brien. His description matches that of patient O'Banion. Surely this is a feeble ruse by one of the O'Banion gang to effect the release of their leader. If this young man returns, call Chief Nichols at once. Alright, so the only thing we couldn't do is look at the safe in this office. So I'm wondering if we look through any of the other rooms, we might wind up either figuring out or finding the combination. Let's see here. This looks like maybe a patient rec room, considering the tape. Oh yeah, definitely a patient rec room, because we've got some playing cards on the table there. Some random tables and chairs. Let's take a look around, see what we can find. Okay, a scuffed and scarred wooden chest. It isn't locked, but it feels jammed shut. We either have to break it or shake it. I'm gonna break it. Nope, wrong move. Alright, cigarettes. Alright, once again, I'm gonna give him to Roland. And hopefully he can maintain the sanity. You know, it kind of makes no sense, though. Like, you take damage from cigarettes, and then you could potentially use a bandage just to get the health back. It's like, oh, I smoked, so I'm going to bandage up my lungs. Alright, we got a bookcase. A bookcase in need of tidying. It might take a little time, but you might find a useful book in the disorder. And Carolyn says I should carefully consider the titles of these books before proceeding. So let's go ahead and read the titles. Ooh, it's a spell. You find an interesting book among the others. You have found a new item, Book of Flesh Ward. Let's see, what does that do? An incantation to harden the flesh, increasing the target's defense. That might come in handy. But my inventory is full. You know what? I have plenty of bandages. We're going to go ahead. I think I'm going to give Carolyn the spell, and we'll leave those 2 bandages behind. Because I have a feeling increased defense might come in handy. Alright, we got another chest. A large chest. Inside the chest, you find a doctor's lab coat. It seems a strange place to leave one. Is there a doctor among the patients, or vice versa? Either possibility is troubling. Indeed it is. A Victrola phonograph skips constantly over the same worn track. The repetitive sound could drive one mad. Good thing you're already in an asylum. Not worth a sanity check. Alright, looks like we got some cards here. Oh, and I got the sanity right back. A card game. Someone left a game of memory on the table. Although it's unfinished, you can tell by the arrangements of cards that the player was winning. There's hope for recovery. Alright. I wish I would have known that was going to recover my sanity before I looked at the record player. As you take the opportunity to tickle the ivories, you come across a dead key. Lifting the lid to inspect the hammer and strings, you make it a surprising discovery. More bromo caffeine. Alright, so we'll give that to Agatha, considering she's holding on to it. And I think that might be everything here. Yep, sure is. So still no potential combination to the safe. And is there another door over here? Or something over here I didn't look at. Oh, a trash can. A steel garbage bin filled with a nasty conglomeration of medical and office waste. You shudder to imagine the damp globs you might find among crumpled paper and other rubbish if you were to search for a useful item. And Agatha says a touch might reveal more than a look. So let's go ahead and touch. And fantastic. Poking through the disgusting waste bin, you're rewarded by the discovery of a crumpled sheet of paper. Unfolding it, you read, I saw where they keep that damn thing. Such a little device. All they need to do is point it at us and we have to calm down. They keep it in the safe in the doctor's office. Alright, so there is definitely something in that safe that we want. That if it gets pointed at the patients, it calms them down. Problem is, we don't have a combination. And I don't think there's anything among what I have I can even remotely give the combination. I mean, that 112 piece of paper might give a clue, but nothing solid. Alright, onward we go. Considering there is nothing else really to investigate here except this door in the back. Maybe we find something useful back here. Well, this looks like a patient ward. And it's empty. Looks like there's a file on the bed. Oh, we've got a body and some blood, another couple of doors. Something definitely happened in here. Alright, so we've got another file. A note reads, the orderlies confiscated another journal from patient O'Banion. Let me emphasize that this patient should not be permitted access to writing materials. His writing only reinforces the delusion caused by his identity disorder. Should you find him writing again, have him transferred to my room downstairs. Dr. Mintz. A little bit of useful information, but nothing set in stone.
This man is beyond help. What could have savaged him so?
Who knows? Beaten to death? Monster?
What was that noise? It came from down the hall.
I mean, looks like, I don't know if that's like dried blood and something was dragged.
Over there.
I shouldn't have even bothered to look at the body, but I had to. This patient is dead, but by himself he couldn't possibly be the source for so much blood. The trail leads down to the other end of the corridor from which you hear a terrible noise. I hope looking at the bed isn't going to be another sanity check. Ooh, but we have a lead pipe. Something has bent the iron bed frame as if it were made of wet clay. Whatever did this was far stronger than a human being. Is the lead pipe better than the wrench? So let's see. 7 to 9 damage, 5% critical hit, and 50% to blind the target. So it looks like the same damage as the pipe wrench. I think I like blind better than stun. So we're going to go ahead and swap out for the pipe. So that seems like a way better option. Alright, let's check this door. The door to the isolation ward cells. It's locked. Okay. And does this go to the isolation ward as well? Alright, so both of these go to the isolation ward and they're locked. Now, it looks like we've got another case file here. Let's take a look. An infirmary bed stands in the corridor for patients without a room. Soiled and tattered, it appears uncomfortable at best. And Carolyn says you must look through this carefully, so let's look through. A note in the patient file. It reads, Patient A. Hatcher to be transferred to isolation ward due to violent behavior. Patient complains of stomach ache, although the injuries to his abdominal region appear to be healing well. Okay, so was he stabbed? Like, what happened to his stomach? Alright, something else to investigate over here. What in the world is that? Wow, that's an operating table? That looks so I don't even know what that is. Like, it looks so old and, like, not sanitary. Alright, bloodstained scalpels and other filthy operating instruments cover this operating table. Searching it might reveal a useful item. You just hope you don't cut yourself and get an infection. Carolyn says a physical examination might reveal more than meets the eye. So let's go ahead and examine. Okay. I guess we have to touch it and not examine. Alright, more epinephrine. So now we have 2 res possibilities. And you know what? I think it's time to use the watch. Because we're already sitting at 3? Nah, I'll wait to get to 4. If I get to 4, I'll use the watch. Alright, a cabinet. A note from the cabinet. Albert Hatcher moved to Arkham in 1916. Neighbors and colleagues describe him as friendly, although he remains single and childless. He is unaffiliated with any local church or social organization. He occasionally invites friends to play poker at the cemetery when his duties allow. Initial assessment is of a healthy mind and body before the incident. This breakdown could not have been predicted. Okay. Alright, and then we got a door to the back here. And I think that's the only other thing to look at. So, we've got some combat ahead of us, so let's see if there's more, more off-the-wall patients, or maybe something even scarier perhaps waiting for us. Oh, what in the fresh hell is that? Okay, that's not creepy. That's not creepy at all. Wow. Yeah, what the fresh hell is that?
What is this strange creature? Some sort of natural mutation? Study.
A new friend, perhaps. Yes, definitely a new friend. Also, welcome in, Ross. Good to see you. Glad you have... I don't think I've seen you stop by my channel before, but definitely glad to see you, and hello.
It looks impossible, but part of it is, or was, human.
Well, it's got the legs of a human, but that's about it. That thing does not look friendly at all. Yeah, definitely well worth the sanity check, because that thing is creepy. Alright. I think if I try to surround it on all sides, might be the best way to go about this. So let's go with that. I've seen you play some old school games, but I'm a lurky lurker. Hey, you know what? I appreciate the lurkers just as well as anybody who chats, so glad to have you here, and hope you enjoy your lurk. Alright, we'll keep rolling right there, and let's go ahead and take a pop shot at... Wow, that thing's got a lot of health. Alright, Agatha, what are you going to do? Not necessarily sure I want to necessarily fight that thing at melee unless I have to. But let's go ahead and split everybody up just a little bit, and we're going to keep her overwatch towards the monster. With Catherine, I think we're going to have Catherine cast the Flesh Ward on Roland, because he's the closest, he's done damage, so if I were a betting man, the monster's going to probably aggro on him. But we had a wild cast, and Agatha took some damage, but you know what? No big deal. No big deal at all. And then we'll switch over to the pipe. And then we'll put Catherine right in the middle and call that good. Now let's see what the monster's going to do. The monster goes for Agatha. So good thing I had her standing ready with Overwatch. Ooh, hell of a hit, though. I think it's definitely time to use the watch, because I don't want another Mythos event. Not now. That gun's going to be ruined soon, so let's just use the heck out of it while we can. And since Agatha's standing there, we'll just have her stab away. And maintain her Overwatch. And now I think it's time for Catherine to get her hands dirty and swing away with the pipe. There we go. Fantastic. Oh, and the monster's blinded now. Awesome, awesome. Aw, thank you for that subscription, Ross. That is very awesome of you. Thank you so much for that. Puts me one more sub point closer to unlocking that next emote. Just need 3 more to go. Hopefully we'll get there soon. I appreciate the support. Alright. Back to the action. I think we'll have Roland keep going away with the gun. And then we'll have him overwatch the ladies. Agatha's no longer stunned. And now we go to Catherine, which once away, go ahead and take that shot with the pipe. And the monster's still blinded, which is really, really nice. Let's see. We'll have her end her turn. Ooh, Agatha's definitely going to need a heal. So I think we're going to, instead of Roland shooting, we'll move over to Agatha. Oop, did not mean to undo that move. There we go. Move over to Agatha. Go ahead and heal her up, because she's gonna need it with 2 HP left. And then we'll have Agatha finish off the monster and end the fight. Ooh, that thing is nasty.
That thing.
Yikes.
Its skin is hard as steel.
I can barely stand to look at it. It makes me feel like I'm going mad.
I wonder who the victim was. I really hope that's not our grave digger, because we're not going to be able to find out very much.
I'm afraid that thing might still be alive.
There must be some clue about where it came from in the asylum. Maybe we can find some way to get rid of it.
Hopefully so. I mean, it's still twitching.
Wait. Do you hear that? Someone is sobbing in a nearby room. There, the operating room. We should see who it is.
Yes, yes we shall. Alright. I wonder if I look at the monster, if it's going to bring on a sanity check. I bet you it will. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Shouldn't have done it. A large creature. A humanoid creature with enormous tentacles growing from its torso twitches on the floor. Something about its presence seems to disturb the asylum inmates. Oh, against my better judgment. I looked at the monster. Alright, what do we have over here? Oh, another sanity check, but we have some more Radithor. Alright, we'll put it with the other one we got. We've got an open door and a closed door over here. Oh, yikes. Alright, let's wait to investigate this room. Let's go ahead and check this open door over here where the blood trail seems to go.
We shouldn't leave before we find out who that is crying in the operating room.
Alrighty then. Forget my wants. Alright, looks like we got a newspaper over here in the corner. From the Arkham Gazette. Body vanishes, Gravekeeper mad, by Gerard White. The body of Professor Wilhelmina Tillinghast, late of Arkham University, has disappeared from its plot. Local police found Gravekeeper Albert Hatcher in a deranged state at the site. Mr. Hatcher responded to inquiries only with cries of "black goat" and unintelligible gibberish. Concern for the Gravekeeper's mental state caused authorities to transport him to Arkham Asylum under the care of Dr. Mintz. Alright, maybe cultists took Professor Tillinghast's body, and perhaps they did something to him that just made him go mad? That's the only thing I can possibly think of. Alright, what do we got? A cabinet. Clutter litters the top of this cabinet, but the doors are locked. And according to Roland's logic, obviously this thing requires some sort of manipulation. Let's manipulate. And we've got some bullets. Always need bullets. Looks like you got some crude operating tools. Let's take a look at those. A file. A note on the table reads, "Keep all cell lights extinguished until the boiler is repaired. Corridor lights must remain on in case of emergency. Tell any patient who complains to the dark that the situation is temporary." Wow, that's kind of messed up. Obviously, patient care in the 1920s was not all that well. Alright, now that we got Agatha fully healed and ready for anything. Is that a heart in a jar? I don't know what that is. Well, let's check it out. A row of pill bottles lines the shelves. One is marked, "Dosage, 1 tablet daily to soothe anxiety. You consider taking one yourself. Yay, sanity gain." Because I could definitely use it, because Roland and Carolyn are, like, on the edge right now. That is a lot of blood. I think we'll look over there last. Let's go ahead and check out this sink. Surgical instruments crusted with blood and other organic matter crowd this disgusting sink. Even a glance at the mess is enough to turn your stomach, but you spot something beneath all the clutter. Let's go ahead and move the stuff. Ooh, a meat cleaver. Surgical instruments crusted with blood and other organic matter crowd this disgusting sink. Even a glance at the mess is enough to turn your stomach, but you spot something beneath all the clutter. A meat cleaver. 7 to 11 damage, 20% critical hit, but I have to do a sanity check? No, thank you. That meat cleaver can stay there. I am already... I'm already wrestling with enough sanity loss. An operating table littered with bloody gauze and pools of unidentified body fluids. This operating table would give a health inspector a heart attack. We got filthy bandages. Nope, got more than enough bandages. Don't need filthy ones. Alright, who do we have here? Let's check them out. Eyes wide, a doctor stares at you as if realizing he's been spotted while trying to hide. His lip trembles, and he cowers away from you. According to Agatha, a good fright might set them straight. Alright, let's scare him. And I had to do a sanity check. Unbelievable. "Here, take it," he says, handing you a key. It's for the isolation ward. Affixed to the key is a cardboard tag reading, "Cells." This could come in handy if you want to get inside a cell, or if you need to get out of one. Well, I know I needed the keys to the isolation ward, but definitely not worth the sanity check. Alright, what do we have down here now? Okay, this looks like another patient ward. I don't think it's the one we came in from, though. Or maybe it is. I thought I had come from the south of this room. Nope, I guess it was the patient ward I came from. Yep, okay, I've looked through all here before. Alright, so those two doors go to the isolation wards. But before I go to the isolation wards, I'm going to go back to that patient rec room and go pick up those 2 bandages that I left behind, now that I've got room for them. May as well be fully prepared, right? Alright, so... Wait, not use. There we go. Let's move. So, Agatha will get one. And Roland will get one. Alright, now let's go check out the isolation ward and see what awaits. Really hoping it's not more monsters or wild patients, because that would be bad. Question is, though, do I go left or do I go right? Decisions. I'm gonna go... Let's go left. Alright, so we've unlocked the door to the isolation ward. And we have wild patients. And Catherine's sanity has been affected. Let's see what trauma she gets. Well, that's not terrible. Focusing on the target is so hard you can barely keep your hand steady. Chance of getting a critical hit in combat is slightly lowered. You know what? There could be worse traumas. So I will take that. Alright, so starting with Roland. Let's go ahead and move him to the other side of this table. And then with the last shot of this almost ruined pistol, we'll go for the doctor. Alright, time for Agatha. With Agatha, let's move... Let's put her in between Christine. Yeah, we'll put her right there. And then we'll have her overwatch towards that patient. I guess I should have overwatched in the opposite direction. And now Agatha is blinded. Wonderful. Oh, lovely. The doctor can heal. Just what we wanted. Alright, so we need to get that healed damage back. And then we're going to have Roland overwatch. Can he overwatch on all 3? Yes, he can. Alright, next up with Agatha. We're going to return fire on the patient that hit us. And then overwatch between the 2. And then Carolyn should be able to move around. But that's not going to put her in range of the other one, which is super unfortunate. So I guess we are just going to have to... Let's put her... We'll put her here. And then we'll have her punch this patient for the finish, which I need another action point for. Dang it. Let's see. Oh, good. I can end my movement just there. And this should take out the patient. One less to worry about. That definitely hurt a bit. Roland's overwatch to the rescue, so that takes out the doctor. Oh wow, I didn't realize that other wrist pistol was ruined. But we'll just keep hacking away. With Agatha, I think we're going to have Agatha heal. And then stab the patient. And then next up we have Carolyn. If Carolyn can move just enough for 1 point of movement and then use the lead pipe, I think we can possibly hit that other patient. And that we can. Alright, that battle almost got hairy, but we'll take it. Alright, what do we have? So we've got a book on the table here. Desk. Various papers are scattered across the doctor's desk. There's no obvious rhyme or reason to their order. Among the disorganized papers, you find a file on Albert Hatcher. 5 February 1926. Patient A. Hatcher admitted to asylum. Initial assessment determines he is placed in the psychosis ward. 6 February 1926. Patient proves increasingly violent. Orderlies struggle to control him. Patient transferred to isolation cell until behavior improves. 7 February 1926. Upon routine inspection, cell discovered in disarray, patient not immediately visible. He attacked from hiding and had undergone some radical physical transformation. I can hardly bring myself to write these words. Such a thing should be medically impossible, but I saw it with my own eyes. I withdrew at once, leaving the orderlies to secure the poor, poor Mr. Hatcher. And yet I can still feel it. I can hear the sound. No, the signal. The call. Patients, orderlies, doctors. We are all the same. We must heed the call. Alright, so maybe Hatcher transformed into something weird.
Hatcher is actually Albert Hatcher, the gravekeeper.
Oh,
How
okay.
is that
So
possible?
that's creepy. So that creature back there was Albert Hatcher.
I've never even read of a disease that could cause such a radical physical transformation.
You think?
Was there contamination? Or is this a natural process in the creature's life cycle?
Who knows?
I guess we won't be getting any answers from the gravekeeper.
Nope. Alright, what do we have over here? A well-built cabinet is locked shut. And no tips. And a Mythos clock just about to be full again. Let's try and find flaws, and hopefully it's the right decision. Nope. Your pocket feels lighter all of a sudden. Something's missing. Some bullets were stolen. Yay! Fantastic! And lockpicking was wrong. Alright, what do we got? A little applied mechanics is all it takes to open the container and see what's inside. We've got Unlucky Rabbit Foot. Melee defense bonus +2, but initiative is lowered. Let's see. So we're going to give the Rabbit's Foot to Roland, considering that revolver's out of bullets and it's almost ruined. I'm probably going to have to get him a new weapon here soon. What you drinking? Drinking without me? I'm only drinking Sneak. It's nothing special. I'm saving the hard stuff for later, Abby, so don't worry. I'm not getting crunk without you. Alright, so we got another door to the back there. We got a pile of books. Let's see, what's in the books? Perusing this stack of books might turn up a lead. I need to examine this, says Carolyn, so let's go ahead and examine. Among the documents is a journal with an accompanying note indicated the book was confiscated from patient O'Banion. Inside you read, "They have the wrong man, but I can't think straight long enough to convince them of it. I awoke in a jail cell. The police addressed me as Danny O'Banion, but that's not my name. Eventually they turned me over to a doctor who sent me here to the madhouse. They tell me I've got something called identity disorder. They think I've created a false personality to protect myself. The nurses act like I'm lying, but I swear I'm not. How long are they going to keep me here?" Alright, so something clearly wrong with this O'Banion dude. I was worried you were cheating on me. I'm not dramatic at all. Oh, come on, Abby. I would not do that to you. Save the good stuff for later. Alright, a note. Warning, boilers are set to low power due to a pressure malfunction. Please refrain from using excessive heat and electricity, including but not limited to steam baths, electroshock therapy, and cell lights. Alright. So we got a closed door over here and an open door here with... Ooh, is that a patient? Or an orderly, perhaps? Inside? Let's leave them alone for a bit. Let's check out this door. The door to a patient's cell. It's locked, but you can't see the mechanism nearby. It's just as well, you don't need anything from there. Alright, so be it. Let's go ahead and check out this room. And the only thing to check out is this guy cowering here against the wall. An asylum patient. A patient sits in this room stricken with panic while staring at something crouched on the floor beside him. You were expecting something more terrifying. Your nerves are frayed from being in this asylum. You feel a sense of relief. So we found filthy bandages, and we had the sanity check for it. Well, don't need the filthy bandages. We've got plenty of clean ones, so we're going to leave those be.
What's that noise behind us?
Oh no, it looks like Albert Hatcher's back for round 2.
Sounds like the creature. Is it following us? Is it hunting us?
Fascinating. It is intelligent enough to stalk prey.
Yes, yes it is, and that's not a good thing. Oh, looks like Roland's gonna get his first trauma. Now his chance of getting a critical hit is lowered. And he's gonna be stunned. Not a good way to start this fight. Okay, you know what? I think I'm gonna keep everybody down here. I'm gonna let the creature come to me. So I'm gonna move up just ever so and keep an overwatch in front. And the same thing with Carolyn. We're going to move her up just ever so slightly and keep her overwatch to the front. And let's let the creature move on its own. Wow, and surprisingly moved almost the entirety of the room. Alright, so move up a little bit just to be in range. And take a stab. And then leave that as is. Alright, time for Roland. Let's go ahead and take a shot with the gun. And this is going to be the last Overwatch with the gun, because it's only got one bullet left. Let's go ahead and cast the spell on Agatha, because I think she's going to need it, considering she's already toe-to-toe with the monster. Alright, and no backfire, so that was nice. And we're going to go ahead and end Carolyn's turn, and the monster gets to go. Alright, do I even have bullets to reload with? Ooh, I actually do. Alright. So, no Overwatch this time, but at least we got to shoot. Switch over to the pipe. Move up ever so slightly just to be in range. And swing away. And now we've got the monster blinded, which is good. You know, a miss would be nice. Alright, so we are going to let Agatha heal, because she's taking quite a bit of damage. And then also stab away, since we've got the points for it. Alright, Roland, do your thing. Critical hit. Some Overwatch protection. And can Carolyn hit it hard enough to finish it off? Really? 1 point? 1 point? Unbelievable. And that's just not cool. Oh, all investigators must now pass 2 sanity checks. Great, so... increased failure for sanity checks and 2. That's wonderful. I think we're going to save the bullets. And we're just going to have Roland walk up. Nope, we can't have him walk up, because that's not going to be enough movement points. So I guess he's just going to... we'll just keep him there. Because Carolyn is going to finish the job with the lead pipe. Hey, Ro, welcome in. Glad to see you. I hope you are fine this Friday. I appreciate you stopping by. Alright, so the monster has been defeated again, but now there's no corpse. So did it run away? I hope it's not going to be back for another round. Because Carolyn and Agatha are sitting once again on a fine line of losing sanity. Alright, let's go ahead and unlock this other door to the isolation ward and see what waits us in here. Uh-oh. Cutscene. This can't be good. Ooh, that does not look pretty at all. Oh, not a good start. Alright, so what trauma is Agatha gonna get? Monophobia. Everyone else is gone. You're all alone. How could you possibly survive? Low chance of sanity loss when last standing in combat. Great. So I'm gonna start out with 2 investigators stunned. Alright. Self-mutilation. You're the one to blame. You deserve to be punished. You'll do it yourself. Low chance of losing health every few steps. Oh, way to make this hard. Wow, unbelievable. That is not a good start. Alright. Let's try and bounce back from that terrible, terrible start. Let's see. So we've got a possessed guard and a couple of possessed... oh, possessed patient and a possessed doctor. The guard's got a gun, so that seems to be the biggest threat right now. So let's go ahead and have Roland shoot the guard. And then we'll keep a watch on him. Oh, but he went for the patient instead because he walked in line of sight. Alright, so be it. Aw, Rel, thank you for that subscription. That is most appreciated. That puts me one more closer to unlocking my 3rd emote slot. I appreciate the support. Thank you so much for that. That is awesome. Thank you so much. Alright. So Agatha is super hurting right now. So let's go ahead and bandage her up because she's going to need it twice as much. So I'm going to need her fit to fight. And then last but not least, we'll end her turn. Which leaves Roland. Which I think I still need to go for the guard. Oh, am I out of bullets? Oh, the gun broke. Okay. So, he's going to have to fight with his fists now. Alright, with Carolyn, if I can move her just enough to be in range of the patient. There we go. Then go ahead to swing away. Hopefully this takes out the patient. Oh, I needed that critical hit. Fantastic. Oh, guard got a cheap pop shot with that gun. Unbelievable. Alright. Alright, Agatha, go for the doctor. Take him completely out if you can. You know what? We're going to go ahead and use one of the bromo caffeines and get us a second attack. Because at this point, I think I need it. And then we will overwatch on the doctor right in the center just in case he decides to go for Carolyn. With Roland, you need to move him up just a little bit. And punch away, good sir. Ooh, not very good damage, though. I think Carolyn will be better suited if she takes out the guard. So we're going to prep her for that. And cheap shots with that gun. Alright, that doctor needs to go because he is healing way too much. All right, come on, Roland. I hope you got 3 HP in you. Nope, apparently not. I think we're gonna have to heal up Agatha again because she's sitting pretty low. And no more pop shots with the gun for you, good sir. All right, took them out. All that's left is the doctor. What are you going to do? He stabs at Agatha. And that Mythos clock is running up again. I really don't need any more difficulty with this scenario. Way too much going on. Wow, that battle just got a little too hairy. Let me go ahead and heal up Agatha with Roland's bandages. And then I think I need to split them up between the two. So that way each one's got 2 bandages. Oh, come on. Come on, Joe. You can count. There we go. And Agatha's going to need a weapon here pretty soon. Because her knife is pretty much ruined. Yes, Carrie, definitely. We need to put you to work. So for those that just subscribed, Dizzy Yeen is one of my mods. She's also my emote artist. So all the emotes that you now have access to on Tier 1, that is all her work. So definitely give her something to do. She is more than happy to draw more emotes. I've already got the 3rd one in the hopper. I just need to get those last 2 points so I can upload it. So, once again, thanks to her and a quick shout-out. Alright, so we got a cabinet. There are so many supplies in this steel cabinet that only a careful search can determine whether there's something of interest inside. And Carolyn says, maybe I can get a feel for something I don't see. So, let's go ahead and touch. Oh, bless this cabinet. More bandages. Let's go ahead and give those to... We're going to give them to Roland, considering he's down a weapon right now, so he's probably going to be my impromptu healer from here on out. Alright, what else do we have in here? Looks like we got another sink, and... Oh, we've got a body, which is probably going to make me do another sanity check. Upon the desk lies a patient's file. Unfortunately, the handwriting is all but illegible. Alright, let's check out the body. Unlike the others you've discovered in this ward, this corpse is that of a woman. Did she sneak in for a visit? Or did the doctor simply not notice she was a woman? The thought gives you a dark chuckle. Alright, so according to Agatha, no need to touch the corpse. A once-over should tell us what we need to know. Alright, so let's just look. All right, from the body, you take a note that reads 34, 2. You know what? I bet you that's part of the combination. And we've got another revolver. All right, so Roland gets a gun back. All right, so we've got 2 pieces of paper. We've got 112 and 34, 2. So I bet you there's one more piece of paper with a full combination on it. It's just a matter of finding it. All right, are you a patient? Sure are. All right, an asylum patient stands before you, initially calm. I've accepted my fate, he says. In Arkham Asylum, death comes before any cure. His eyes grow wild as he pulls at his hair. My only regret is that my recipe, my life's work, shall die with me. No one has proven worthy of it. It shall die with me. And Agatha, with her social, says this situation calls for a charming approach. Let's charm him. The agitated madman gazes into your eyes as if weighing a decision. Yes, he says, you are worthy. He leans close and whispers, 2 parts of the clearest rum, 1 part dry vermouth and a dash of orange liqueur. A hiccup escapes his mouth, and he adds, I tended bar before prohibition. He giggles before mumbling himself and leaving you oddly thirsty. You know what, Abby? You're going to have to remember that recipe and make that drink, because we do have rum, we do have dry vermouth, and we have orange liqueur. So we may have to see if that's tasty or not. All right, off we go. Let's go ahead and check out this these 2 other open rooms. Yep, something in the corner here. Let's see what it is. A note scratched into the wall. What am I doing here? Who is this O'Banion? I'm sure that's not me, but I've been confused. Could they be right? Alright, so apparently the patient they brought in that the doctors and police say is Danny O'Banion was in this cell. Alright. And this is where that cult symbol was. And this cell is just full of blood. Alright, let's check this thing out. These sanity checks are killing me. Alright, the nape of your neck tingles and all the fine hairs on your arms rise as you see the esoteric symbols covering the walls and floor. They are written in blood, and while you do not understand the language, the words look somehow familiar.
Is this a patient's room? What happened to this place?
Yeah, I'd like to know the same thing.
Nothing human could have caused so much damage. It must have been the creature.
That makes sense.
Just look at what it did. No orderlies could hope to restrain it.
No way. But as many tentacles as that thing had? Heck no.
A person made this writing. Did the creature drag him away? If not...
This symbol on the floor looks familiar.
You know, I wonder if that was the same symbol that was drawn under Professor Tillinghast when she was killed.
It's the same symbol we saw in the professor's office.
All right, starting to remember some stuff.
What a curious development.
If a patient told me this, I would suspect he was delusional. Albert Hatcher, the Gravekeeper, has transformed into this abomination?
That he
I can't
has.
believe that monster used to be human.
Science is full of phenomena that appear miraculous, even to trained scientists.
Yeah, this is no science.
This is something new.
This is
worthy of
purely a
study.
cult here.
Once circumstances become less life-endangering, naturally.
It's hard to believe, but the creature did look like a human being that had been taken over by, I don't know, some kind of controlling parasite.
I'm beginning to suspect that creature is the source of the mental disturbance among the patients. I myself can feel a pressure in my mind.
That would make sense.
If we stay here too long, I fear it might take over our actions also.
Yeah, I think I would go a little bit mad if I saw a crazy tentacle
Our
creature
weapons were
half-man like
useless
that.
against the thing. Even all the asylum staff haven't been able to repel the creature. I don't think we stand a chance against this abomination.
No, I don't think so either. It's already come back twice.
You're right. We should block the door and get far away from here.
Alright, moving right along. Let's see, anything else to investigate in here? Nope, looks like everything's been investigated, so let's head back out. And I guess the only place to go is kind of back the way we came. Let's see, what did I leave here? Oh, the wrench. Yeah, we're going to take the wrench with us, just in case Roland needs... No, Roland doesn't need the backup weapon. Agatha does. Because this knife is almost ruined, so we'll let Roland hang on to that. Purely as a backup, just in case we run out of bullets. And let's make our way... I think we can go to the office now. I wonder if we have enough of... Ooh, I think we do have enough of the combination, because this show's unlocked now. Alright, hold on. Let me take a look at the pages we have. So, we've got 112 and 34-2. Alright, so... There isn't any 12, but obviously 34 is next. So, 34, because it's the one thing we have. Entering another number, you feel no reassuring click. You got it wrong. Alright, well, 34 is obviously second. Let's go with 25. Well, I guess 34 is first then. And 12 makes no sense. Alright, let's just keep trying numbers then. Uh-oh. Oh, and that was wrong. Let's see. Spectral ambush. Wraith-like claws tear at you from the inside. Received low physical damage. Lovely. Alright, so it's obviously 34, and then 21, and it's not 3. So let's try 20. Alright, so that wasn't right either. So it's not 3, it's not 20, 31? No. It was 12. Alright. Entering the last number, you feel the lock open. The safe opens to reveal its contents. You found a new item. Colt, government, and 5 bullets. Is that way better damage than the revolver? So let's see. 7 to 8 and 15 crit. And this is 5 to 7 with a higher chance for crit. Alright, so we're obviously going to take the bullets. As far as the gun, though... I think we're going to give the gun... I think I'm going to ditch the knife. There's no sense in keeping it. So that makes sense. You point a gun at a patient and they calm down. So that's great that they threaten patients with guns. Okay, what do we have over here? Is this the way to the basement? This is the way to the basement and the boiler room. Lots and lots to investigate. Let's see. Handwritten note on the wall reads, "Do not operate the left boiler at full. The doctors can hear the racket from the top floor." Alright, and then we got looks like a stack of burlap bags. Ooh, more bromo caffeine. We'll take that. Another stack of boxes. A pile of coal. You see something interesting in the coal pile, but it's just out of reach. Let's stretch. And it's another lead pipe. You know what? I don't think this lucky rabbit's foot has been doing much for me. And again, Roland needs a backup weapon. So yeah, I think we'll leave the lucky rabbit's foot behind. All right, another cabinet here in the corner. What waits us inside? A corroded steel medical cabinet is frozen shut with rust. Force it open or shake it? Let's force it open. And we get us some bullets. I have a feeling we're probably gonna need them. If they're giving me so many bullets right now, there's probably a fight or something coming up. These look like the boilers, although they seem to be working pretty much at full. Alright, nothing else to see here. So let's go back upstairs. And looks like some combat or something awaits us over here. I wonder if the monster's back for round 3. Oh, and it's got help. Alright, let's go ahead and... Ooh, the Colt 45 costs less action points. So I think we're going to use that. Also, I can get 2 shots out of it. So I'm going to go ahead and move just to the side of the desk here. And let's see what we're up against. So we've got the monster back at full health. And we've got 2 possessed doctors. All right, I think the doctors need to go. So we're going to take a pop shot at each of the doctors. All right, up next is Agatha. So let's go ahead and equip the wrench on her. And then we are going to move her just to the side here. And then keep an overwatch to the center of the room. Then with Catherine, we're going to have her use her spell book and use it on Agatha. And fortunately, no fire back. Alright, then we're going to move you ever so slightly there and end the turn. Oh, the monster's on the move. Oh, and it went for Roland. That's unfortunate. And both of the doctors heal. Alright, so Roland's going to need to move out of the way. And then, the monster's a bigger threat now. Alright, Agatha, you got this. Move up just enough to get in range of the monster. And go with the wrench. And then next up, we've got Carolyn. Let her move up within range. And swing away. And it's now blinded. And you know what? I think the doctors are going to stay back there because they can't move while the monster is in the way. So I think we're going to have Roland just take him out from a distance. Oh, 1 point for Overwatch. That is so nice. And then we'll let the ladies take out the monster. monster's got 3 points left. So hopefully on the next turn, the monster will be down. Doctor's going to heal again? Absolutely they are. But you know what? That's okay. Because at least I can still have Roland from a distance. Oh no. You feel. No, you hear. No, no, no. What is this? This is wrong. Your head is about to explode. All investigators must check their sanity. Alright, only Roland was affected, so not terrible. Alright, once again, go for those doctors. Alright, now I need to switch over to the revolver. And then on the next turn, we'll reload the other gun. Alright, go ahead and finish off the monster. And hopefully it's dead this time. And with that last action point, we're going to move Agatha just a little bit further back, just to keep her out of harm's way. Alright, Carolyn, I think you can get into the fray just a little bit. Actually, no, we're going to have you... Let's have you move up, just to the center here. And then, if any of the doctors come forward, she'll be ready to smack them. Just like that. Alright, this is good. Alright, so let me change out guns so I can reload it. And then take out the other doctor. And then I think we should be able to finish off this other doc. Agatha, we're not going to have you move. Because I think Carolyn can take care of herself. And there we go.
I pity those trapped inside the asylum, but the risk of the creature's escape is too great.
A wise decision, my friends. You couldn't possibly overcome such a powerful foe.
No, because it's just going to get back up and attack again.
Let's get out of here before it reaches us.
Alright, and we finish the scenario. Alright, so the Gravekeeper wound up becoming a ridiculously powerful monster, and most of the patients and the doctors went mad. So, alright, pretty standard for some Arkham horror, if I say so myself. Alright, let me go ahead and change off of the game view here. Alright, so this will be the end of my stream. I appreciate everybody who came by. Thanks to Ross, thanks to Rael for subscribing, getting me that much closer to my subscriber goal. Just 2 more to go, hopefully before the end of the month, so we can so I can upload the 3rd emote, which is already standing by. I hope you all really like it once I do get to upload it and you all get to use it. So once again, thank you so much for that. Let me take a look and see who's online that we can possibly raid. You know what? We're gonna raid Jess. So, Jess, for those who don't know, she does the Chicks Can Game channel. She's a fantastic Twitch streamer. Mostly does roll and write games, but I think today she's actually doing some miniatures painting. But we're going to go pay a visit and show Jess some love. So if you want to stick around for the raid, go ahead and please do. If not, I appreciate everybody once again who came by and subscribed. And I will be back again on Sunday morning where I will be doing my next Follower's Choice game, which is going to be Blaster Master on NES. So hopefully you all come by for that. In the meantime, I appreciate everybody coming by, and I will see you next time.